Hey friends, Fui here once again, and welcome back to episode 5 of our Touhou Puppet Dance Performance Shard of Dreams playthrough. So, last we left off, we had overcome a very dangerous battle in Nico. And trust me again when I say this, that could have went very south very quickly. And then we made our way back to town after collecting the second book. They wouldn't let us read it yet. I had to look forward to that later. But we ended up finding a lead of something we could do to help ourselves out. Go over to the Forest of Magic and talk to Rinnouske over at his shop at Corindo. So we ended up heading west, fought Reimu. It was a pretty good battle. The future ones may not be quite so simple, but life is good. I'm going to take a second while I'm thinking of it and buff up my stats. Again, Mima. We're going to be going special attack and speed, so let's boost up that to max. And buff up her speed a little bit too. Because I'm going to be building her into a damage deal with the spread attack. Next up, does not need anything. And solid, but see if there's anything I want to replace. Actually, yeah, I'll replace shield up. For right now, that's a good generic skill damage. Again, Seija really doesn't matter that much, but I'll throw her some speed. And maybe some I'll do health. Doesn't really matter that much. The Cane has Raid. Will always make the full flinch, but it can only be used on entering combat. That's a solid ability. I have this thing I want to replace. Nah, it's not worth replacing anything, so we'll hold off on that. He has gotten some speed again. Now I'll drop the rest in health. Just default one. Kokoro has Aquatic Waltz, doesn't matter. Kokoro is kind of one of those odd ones where it may not make much sense why I'm doing this. I may not even end up keeping her in my future team, but if she does get to level 30, you will see why I'm doing that. And we'll put the rest in health, because she's never going to outspeed anything. She's got very, very little speed. So, again, it will be odd, but there's a reason. I'm building for the future. Hiji's Shadow Rush, so she doesn't have anything useful. Now, Hiji, I'm going to have some fun with boosting her. Right now, we'll throw most of it in full defense, I think. And we'll do the rest in spread. Because she's going to want to have a lot of defense for things hitting her. She is a super good tank. So let's do that. Mima, back to Mima, which Gorn is useless. So now we have our things figured out. Let's get rolling. Ooh, who are you? Some puppets attacked me before, and I had a really hard time. I hope this incident will end soon. Ooh, I don't know why, but we can't let anyone through. I was told to keep this place closed off. Go away. No. Well, fine, very well. What do you think about that, Mima? Sounds about right. Hello, man. Did you prepare any confectionaries for your puppets before you set out? Puppets get tired too. You should have some before you go on a long trip. Okay, that's fair. Misty Lake, Forest of Magic, Human Village. And, more importantly, people over here. I'm letting my puppets help me with my job. That makes sense. For one to help. Ooh, enemy. May the Autumn Goddess puppets bring plentiful harvest this year. Farmer Yuto would like to battle. Go Mima. Alright, so she's nature, so really there's not too much I can do, just basically blast her and go. Gather beans, yep. Not as much damage as what you might expect, but I will take it. Alright, easy win, got a level. I really should have requested the real thing. Yeah, well, you know, you probably wouldn't have gotten the actual Minoriko, so. Also a cheeky revive item hidden right in the middle of nowhere. Gotta love it. Anything over here? No. Nothing on this route I particularly want puppet-wise. Sorry, Rumia. Even you. But if you survive my Light of Origin, I might heal you just to heal you. However, you did not. obtained Moria Shinshu. Now that is a completely different one. Let me show you what that is. That is a healing item that restores a fainted puppet to half HP. Eventually we will be able to buy those, whereas the Dangos... Oh, the Dangos we could buy, but the Hakure Shinshus, really we can't buy at all. Full heals are pretty... or full rides are pretty rare. So... Rika. Rika's an actually interesting character. One of her evolutions is a really fun one to play with, but... I don't know if this is going to do good damage. I think it'll do neutral damage. Yep. Also, she's scared. Wow. Hammer spell should not hunt me. That's why I was like, dang, I did a lot of damage. Maintenance cures your status ailment, which kind of is a fun one. Doesn't really matter. Nothing in the next few areas I need, so I'm not going to bother buying threads. Maybe before I head to my next... Ow! You're being very rude today, Rika. Double crits in a fight. Seja got a level. Guess I was going to swap you out anyways with Hijiri, so let's see. Seja, what do you got? Skill-wise... Ooh, Miasma. Yes. I always swap that out for Contagion every day of the week. User's poison type, so go figure. That is... Passively good. Heavy poison starting off a battle is always... Oh, Puppeteer. Where are you going? You can get lost easily around here, so be careful. You're solving the puppet incident? I wanted to go on an adventure, but I'm the only successor to my father's business. There are a lot of unwritten stories out there, and it's up to you to write the first page. Take care. Man, that's awesome. I know they said we should go last, but whatever. I got a puppeteer. I'm getting used to seeing some sceneries filled with puppets. Something hidden across the water, or maybe a way to get over there later? Okay, that's right, there's anything here. Also, did you note that there's different colored grass there? May or may not come into play later. Hey, Jizo. I'll make an offering. I think there's anything in there. Nope. Ah. Pokemon vets know exactly what you do with that. However, we don't have a way to do that yet. But eventually we shall be able to cut that down. Hello. I know you're nearing the rest stop right now, but do you have a little time? How is Maid usually would like to battle? Let's keep sprite. Also, Rukoto is a pretty cool one. You are metal, aka steel, so fighting should crunch you. Great. Ah, that's right. That's the one that clinches you. So I was wondering why you're able to outspeed Hichu. Not that Hichu is normally fast, but... Alrighty. Defeated Yuzu. If your puppet needs healing, you should quickly go to the rest stop. Oh, you knew? You're trying to gank me before I get there. I know you. I haven't seen any aerial Danmaku duels recently. I missed them a bit. One time, I thought I saw Daiose, but it was a puppet, and I've done the reverse too. How confusing. There's some hidden items there. Not that I'm particularly scared of this fight, but... So, okay. Humans are getting lost here? That's no good. They should be more careful of yokai like me. Mwah. Rokuro Kubi, Sekibanki is the right battle. Starting with Kogasa. Obviously we're getting a little bit over leveled at this point. That's unfortunate, that's going to make this fight longer. Also you are... Water, it doesn't matter, I should be able to pull through you. She might not be strong as me. Oop, yep. Note that she has so much defense right now that still didn't do that much damage. Yeah, that fight wasn't going to work well. Okay, so... I'm going to go with Anti-Wind. Anti-Wind, of course, is something I cannot really do... Oh, actually, I can. Kane, Steel. Steel's hard, yeah. Well, it's going to be neutral, actually, because she's part water type, I believe. But, that ain't going to do much. And I'm going to weaken her. Great damage hammer throw with a critical hit. Go figure, that knocked her right out. And Sekibanki. I will... You know what? Put his dunk on you. I was gonna change off, but... not worth my time. Good night. Good night. Oh, Hiji got it. Yo, that's worth looking into. It was I who should have been careful of humans like you. I thought that little mouth was like, Murr. Pouting mouth. Alright, let's see here. Skill-wise... Oh, Ganda. Ganda's an interesting choice on her. You could get away with using it if you really cared about being speedy, but a speedy tank isn't worth as much as a tanky tank, so... Trainer tips. Sometimes there's things laying around that you can't see. Might look in suspicious places. In front of your sign? No. Usually they put something around there, but they didn't in this case. There's a vicious item there, but... Also, there's a guy right here. Since you come all this way, you must have collected a lot of puppets, right? Honest puppeteer Kazushi would like to battle. Print out Nazarene. Ooh, steel and earth. Actually, this is gonna be perfect. Gonna break your skull. That's not gonna do much. Over that, one shot you. Fighting is super effective against earth and steel, so 4 times the damage. There we go. You know what? Do I want to change off? Yeah, I will. Give Aya some experience. I don't want EGV to take too much damage yet. And speeding Aya. Throw some feathers. Good night to radio. Kokoro, not too worried about. We'll leave her be. Puppets are not for collecting, they're for battle. Try training up various puppets for battle. Would you like some mochi? The price is a puppet battle. Actually, yes I would. Yokai Aoba. I do love that one. It was a pretty cute one. Without Sekibaki. So obviously we know what to do here. Just Light of Origin and crunch her completely. Oh, she survived. Right now, I'm over leveled enough that with the PG that I'm getting some good outspeeds. Later on she's going to be taking a beating, but that's by design, so I will go ahead and send in... I'll keep sending in Aya. You can take a hit. She should probably be able to one-shot you. Fighting is not... Actually, it's good against Dark, but I forget if you're Nether or not, so I'm not going to chance it. Instead, just one-shot you with your damage. Beat Aoba. And new skill to Mima. I'll worry about that later. Huh? Don't need any? That's too bad. It was too bad. So what could lie beyond there? North, Corendo, Force and Magic. Useful. More useful. There is a rest area somewhere up here. I want to make a beeline for that before we get too involved with things. I've got lots of sweets. Would you like to eat some of them with me? I still have more. Let's eat together again. Awesome. Thank you, friend. I'll run back and go through all the stuff we missed starting from the start. But that's a little bit of game knowledge that you may or may not have known. If there's a save point or a healing point there. But save again. Oh, probably swap me in back in. Use the experience. Nima's pretty weak at this point in the game. Bloody Storm, however, will help. Full Flint? Sure, I'll take that. Back Stone Power can go poof. Stat-wise, I ain't that worried about it yet. Yeah, you're pure Nether, so Dark isn't going to be boosted. In fact, let me... just for my future battle. Convenience. What's up, old man? I know good eyes. Ye have the eyes of a strong person. Old man Yuichiro would like to battle. So, Sukuna. First time we've seen her, I think she's steel, and I forget if she's earth as well. Either way, bloody. Oh, why did I do that? That is silly. Could have probably one-shot her. Use the Ripper. That is a steel type attack. This is knock her out. I don't know if I even want to one-shot her with the other, but I'm not going to take unnecessary damage. Even when things get bad, don't lose heart. Item there. Oh, you look tasty. She's like, I'm not a puppeteer, so I don't have to pay attention to the battle rules. No. Huh? The cloak-wearing puppet won't come out. Oh, you mean the one I killed earlier? Sorry. Yokai Honoka would like to battle. Kogasa. That's not bad at all. So you are... Actually, irrelevant. I'll just burst through you. Notice that a lot of this is because of the PP points we invested. Can't find it at all. Sorry. Yeah, PP points add a ton of extra damage early on. Later on, it's obviously very important, but it's, you know, everything else has those added in. Early on, the game doesn't actually add in, you know, just like with Pokemon, you know, even the wild encounters of the enemy Pokemon in Pokemon games, they don't like really add in too many of those points to the enemy. So the early game becomes pretty simple, but gradually ramps up as we go along to being even fights, and then sometimes even, you know, difficult fights that are outmatched. Munch. I use a snack meant for my puppet. I can understand that. Actually, some of them sound pretty good. Oh god, it's a Karen. Yokai Karen would like to battle. So I do like the Yokai sprite. Alright, so we're gonna hopefully one-shot ya. Good stuff. Room you down. And we'll just roll tide. Room you down. So if you've been paying attention to the backgrounds, the game is very good about each area having its own individual background. And I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last video, but the Divine Spirit Mausoleum, right outside of it, that's the only time you ever will see that background, so pretty cool stuff. I ate too many puppet snacks, and now they can't be healed. You wouldn't use it anyway. Ooh, use that right there. Oh. Tarp? What's a tarp? Again, before I've gone through all this area, and you're right up where, but I don't have my guide open. There's no reason to use a guide right now. I may refer to it for side quest stuff to remember, but right now I'm just playing as if I was a new player, with a little more game knowledge because I've played it a couple different times. It's actually a Touhou character. Dokiko, I'm looking for a book, not a human. I'm in a hurry, so I'll have to finish you off quickly. I still don't remember where she's from. I think it's one of the PC98 games. Book reading Yokai Tokiko would like to battle. I'd be very wrong on that, though. Alright, so you are wind. So, ignore that. The first two. Oh, wait, you must be... Oh, are you light? Or you... Oh, no, you're sound. Oh, that's why. Let's abandon that ship. It's not gonna go well. Thinking about it, though, that's even worse. Why did I put out someone who's not gonna do any damage? Oh, well, I got Void. No, I don't. I have... Dream Energy. Light's gonna bounce off of... Oh, light should be okay against sound. I'll do light. Take a drink while I'm knocking her out. Oh, so you must be... Oh, she must have been darkened. Sound. Because light only does, you know, critical effectiveness against darkened nether, so... What do you know? And Tokiko... She'll probably win, so Light of Origin should still do some good damage. This not good, not great. I could probably win the damage race, but why bother? We'll give IS some more experience. Remember, our goal is to get him to 30. Once we get him to 30, we should be rare roll tiding things for a little while in the game. Well, besides from a few of the boss fights where that may not happen. Wind against wind, it works out well. game. And we got through level. Good stuff. I lost the battle, and I still have no idea where my book is. Well, I don't know about a book, but I found a doll. Which, isn't that a guarantee runaway item? No, that's, yeah, guarantee runaway item. So, not particularly interesting, but cool enough, I guess. Don't let the shopkeeper of that shop tell you any trivia. If he starts, you should find an excuse to get out, or he'll never stop talking. Remember, right? Which one is it? Diamond hairpin. Ooh, nice. That increases in normal type? Well, void type? Yeah, void skills. Anyone that relies on void damage that I should think about? Kokoro has Gather Beam. I mean, what does she have on there? Hope Mask. And no one else really uses it. Oh no, Puppet just jumped out. Go over Rinnouske. Alright, Mima. Trusting you not to one-shot him. Battle Rush. Oh, there we go. Jerk! Thankfully it's not permanent, and even saying that, so I'm gonna capture him. Hopefully. Now, Rinnouske is an unfortunate puppet that doesn't have much damage dealing. A little more of a tank than anything, but one of those where they're not really super strong until you can do the evolutions. Even then, they're hyper specialized evolutions there. But some of those hyper specializations for some of the puppets can be pretty good. So, oop, no. There we go. Try hitting the B button on my controller and have it linked to the X button on the keyboard. We're open year-round without failure. Without failure. Oh god, I love it. Remember what I said earlier about the cart people? They're back. My dad failed the turn and got the cart's wheel stuck in the pit again. Get out of your way. Can you wait for a bit longer? Just a little bit longer. Cart full of fruits. I love it. Hi Rinnouske. I don't think you can actually interact with any of this stuff here. Which, you know, one of the small downsides. Some of the environment could be a little more interesting if they had interactions. Oop. Speaking of the devil, but that's okay. You just received a new shipment of items for your puppets. Fascinating. Welcome. Oh, you're that human child that was mentioned in the newspaper. Anything you need to get stocked up on? You started looking into the mystery of these puppets. That seems like a lot of trouble. I've got it. I'll give you this latest model bicycle. Surely it'll be helpful on your adventure. Well, I'd also like you to run an errand for me too. Just look at that sprite. That animation's or that illustration's awesome there. This little spark, like, I got him hooked. In the forest up ahead, there's a girl named Alice who wants a package delivered. It'll take some time to get the right repairs done on the bike, but they should be finished by the time you get back. Also, Alice is the best person you could learn about dolls from. It's true. Isn't that great for you too? Obtained Alice's package. Well then, I'll be leaving this to you. Make sure it's delivered properly. Oh, and try not to get lost in the forest. Alice's residence is on the west side of the forest. Before you go, do you have everything in order? Oh, got a lot of really cool stuff here. The red ring, blue earrings. Heavy armor is interesting, but not useful in most situations. But it does have a few particular ones if, you know, skill once you move after the enemy or something. Speed dropping. Some of the skills are based on your speed. So that's pretty cool. Substitute tag is useful in very, very minimal situations, but it does have a use. That can be super nice, having the type immunity be nullified, especially if you're using, oh, I don't know, a fighting type against another type, or something similar, poison against steel. Dragon Amulet, no longer susceptible to critical hits. Useful for a tank? I think it's not the most useful, but it's useful. Just attacks will deal reduced damage, and barrier piercing attacks will deal more damage. That was an interesting item. There's not too many puppets that have no weaknesses, but, you know, besides the one or two that are full dream. But it is pretty cool, and if you can plan around it, it's a very nice one. Plain dog horse and more steel threads, which, here, we'll get more. So, the big win here would be getting a red wing and a... Wait a minute, let's see what I can do for selling. I'll grab 2 of those. Look, I got money. Doesn't work. There's no point in holding on to anything except for magical fragments. I'm just holding on to the console because flag, and then fragments are used for other stuff later on. Though there will be, once I get closer to the 200 range, I'll start selling some, because I don't need that many. So, I want to get... I'll grab 2 earrings. I'll grab 2 red wings. We're good. Thank you. So, Puppet Set would benefit from having boosted special attack. Well, she is one, so let me pop out the Sugilite for spread attack boost. Now, keep in mind that the earring probably boosts the damage of Play Ghost a little bit more in general, but the earring is good for all of them, so everything gets a boost. In some cases, that's going to be very useful. You really don't benefit from it. Kane, you are going to benefit very nicely, actually, from that focus damage. I'm going to give you that. I'm not going to worry about anyone else. Well, I guess since I don't have anything else on you, I'll give you a blue earrings. It's not going to be your long-term item. And Aya is best with the Dream Charge. I don't think actually... You're not Aya. You're Aya. I didn't discuss too much, but that boosts all her stats up by a little bit. It doesn't, you know, it's visible, but like a straight stat boost across the board. It's pretty nice. Yeah, you'll grow on me eventually, Mima. Alright, so let's make our way into the forest. At least now we know the result, or the rewards are going to be very good. If we can make it through, we'll end up hopefully getting a bike. Hey, fairy. Ah, a human! Seal thread, go! It doesn't work like that. Why? Sorry to disappoint you. Battle music in the forest is different, which is awesome. It's a little sunny. Let's, Fairy of Light. So we gotta be careful of that. Nether is bad against light, but dark is good against light, so let's do that. Again, not too worried about capturing. Notice that the enemy level jumped pretty significantly. 16 is our average, so most encounters will be at or similar. Again, you know, you do sometimes get pretty over leveled at times, but then, you know, you get some jumps that kind of even it out, so it's not like we're going to be like 20 levels above at most points of the game or anything. Let's bully this kid. Oh, no bully. Fairy Miria would like to battle. Oh, Diose. Okay, well you are... Was it nature and... So I should just be able to straight burst with this. There you go. And damage is high enough. Odd though that the levels for the trainers are actually behind you, but it's all good. I'll give you some experience. I might regret that for healing wise, but season I can make way back for healing. Okay, Frost Edge does a little because I raised my special defense pretty hefty. And fighting, not good against you, but it's not bad against you. Over you are fast on a gun. And he crit. Good job. Got him. Apologies if I say special defense instead of spread defense or whatnot. Habits die hard. Wow, I've been bullied. Oh, to be fair, it's your fault. I was totally going to bully you anyway, but no. So, 2 paths. You can hop over the thing, or you can take that down here. Actually, both do, I believe, end up at the exact same spot. Also, you can know if you can interact with the item if you just run into it. I'm going to take the other route, because I don't remember if there's an item after you jump the thing. Even if you go this way, you're not trapped necessarily. Also, the ones you can get in the forest aren't particularly great. You can get... The big win would be, unless you're a very big fan of the Fairies of Light, would be Alice herself. You have a chance to get her. Though I'm weak, I shall fight with my puppet. Very well. Very normal. Not Normie. Alright, Sunny. Sunny actually does pretty decent damage for a fairy. Has good fire type abilities. Really good early fire type if you need one. Or slash water. That fire in this game... Oh yeah, why am I doing that? I'm goof. You're jabbering on. Here's my reward. Finish it off the right way now. But fire only is good against nature and steel. So it's weak against fire, water, and earth. So you have more advantages or disadvantages and advantages. But it's neutral against a lot of stuff, especially later on. So whereas you don't find too many nature types later on, you do find a good amount of steel. You know, earth is kind of sporadic. So it's one of those where you can turn out pretty good. This way again. Don't remember, but we're gonna investigate. Hang there. We might end up doubling back because I think I went the right way. Yep, I think I went the right way. We're going back. Always go the wrong way to get stuff. More encounters and whatnot. There's another little thing. There's a muddy path. It leads to a bead necklace. Oh, but this one actually you have to jump over. So... Wait, no, you can't jump over. That's right. Because that leads back this way. Okay, so we're going the wrong way, right way. That's the actual path. Okay. Hi, fairy. Nom nom nom. Oh, nom 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 nom. Fairy Liz would like to battle. Send out Luna. Luna, I forget what you are. I don't think it'll matter. But good fight, yeah. You can see Mima works really well in this area because everything is light. So you just use your dark type attack and roll tide. Yeah, fire types aren't super common early on. So besides from Kisame, which it's an okay one. Nom nom, you idiot. Huh? Did my ability perhaps wear off? In Japanese, I think it says baka baka, which might be a reference to Juno's perfect math class. Oop, you're not an enemy, but I can't talk to you. Alice, wait a second. Good luck to you. That's a tough one to find here. So there's only 4, I think, puppets you can find, so it's not that bad. My favorite thing is a challenge. Good, I got you. I got your hookup. Fairy Cheryl would like to battle. There we go. We got the 3 fairies of light here. We got Star, probably Sunny, and if I had to guess, even after that. The nice thing about the early abilities is there's a lot of skill points for them, so you can just keep blasting away. Sunny. I will actually change off to fire. I think if I want to change up, oh yeah, screw it. I'll give Aya some experience. Hopefully I don't get burned, or I'll be very upset. Headboard, that is fine. Did more damage than I would like to see, but that is fine. And we should be able to shot her. I think she's wind type is her other typing. I could be wrong. The Star is water, and I think she's wind. Which puppet is your favorite? Oh, it's a tough one because there's so many good puppets out. You know, there's a lot to be said about Power Aya. Aya in general is one of my favorite characters. Cheetah will be a man, she's favorite. But, now speaking of Alice, I guess we'll try and capture her. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. So let's fix that. Without Hiju, so she doesn't start everything here. There's her again. Alright, steel thread. Oh. Well, my luck of having... Oh, that's unfortunate. Substitution. Oh, Skullbreaker. Doesn't really matter. Just gonna ping off of it. Substitute anymore. And that's her big claim to fame, is she gets a really early substitution, which is pretty cool, actually. She's also, I think, steel typing, so it's one of those where You're actually giving a lot of steel types early on in this game. It's interesting, whereas later Pokemon games, or most Pokemon games, you don't get them until like mid to late. We swap out with Cane. Yeah, we'll do Cane. That's the jump. That's right. Okay. Hey, Luna. Steel should work out pretty well here, I think. Whatever you're typing on. And actually, that confirms that she's actually nature as her second type, because steel pierces through nature. And that's our jump there. So we want to go back there in a minute, because we will probably want to double back for some healing. Let me continue on. I think this path didn't have anything on it, if I remember. But yeah, because you can't walk on those, so those aren't actually mushrooms you can grab. Feels like this should be something here, but it's just a tree in the middle of nowhere, so. Ooh, it's nice that they add these little side areas, and who knows, maybe there's something there later on that I've never found. Have you seen Chudano? She hasn't been around lately. Here's another grass here. And you might think, hey, where are you going, Fuya? I should go the other way. Oh, no, we're good. There's a lot of different stuff here, but it's actually the wrong way to go. Welcome to the Forest of Magic branch of the Puppet Liberation Front. All these ones are basically bonus fights. Puppet Liberation Front and East. Just like compatible. And you can tell you're meant to kind of go this way, you know, as a possibility because there's a similar level, not like the 20 level higher or something. This game never really does that to you. You can fight stronger things, but it's not like a, you know, unwinnable fight type, which is nice. This should be very strong. Actually, no, it shouldn't because she's water. Strong enough that it crits. Take him out. That was a good ability. It's a really good early ability. I think that one doesn't... Even though I joined the Liberation Front, I have nothing to do. I think we should go play something else. I think Hammer Throw gives you a chance to crit. Yeah. Increases your crit chance, I should say. Different color grass. And here it doesn't really make a difference. Some areas do have multiples where different types of puppets can be found in them. But it doesn't play here. Also, fire against steel is bad, so... Piercing Sand? Hopefully you don't use fire. Oh, that's right. That's not going to do much. Gather Stars increases your special attack, I believe. No, full attack. And that's what would have made the Miko fight so dangerous if you use that in combination with up tempo, because then you get crunched. Increased damage, increased speed. Opal hairpin. Nice. I think that is... Actually, I don't remember what that one is. Light skills, that's right. That makes sense. Everything here is light-based. I don't think there's anything up there, but I'm going to check to make sure. Actually, not going to do very much. But enough damage to crunch. Again, the Fairies of Light are not very good early on. These do have some interesting evolutions that you can do. Especially the extra forms have some really interesting ability. Overall, it's not that strong. Cute sprites, though. Especially when she takes damage, she's like, oh my god, I'm getting crunched. Water's calm. I think there is actually something you can find if you can take the water here, but right now, nothing that we're going to investigate. Over here, doesn't it have like one item? Or is it just that one random patch? That's right. Disappointment. It looks cool. Alright, so let's make our way back. What do you think, Kane? Oh, well, you're not disliking me now. You're just not liking me. That's fair. I'll accept it. Alright, so we're going to make our way back really quickly. It won't be too long of a hustle, but we still got a good ways of the forest to go. And if we have a free healing up here, we might as well pop in, take it, and run back. Besides, we get to hear the song again. Life is good. Oh, we're going to make our way back to that crossroads area. I'll take the safe path. Don't need the power level anymore, so we're pretty well set for next couple areas, I think. Hopefully, because there is one fight that's going to be very difficult. Not for a while, but a little ways. And let's swap back to Mima can get some experience. She's somehow still under-leveled. I guess not too much compared to Hijiri. Feels odd not to really focus on Kokoro too much, but I feel like I'm going to dump her, so I'm not investing too much. On a normal playthrough, or New Game Plus, where I have all 6 puppets, you know, S rank, etc., normally I would have them all extremely even. Alice lives in the house over there. She invites any injured people she finds to stay at her house so she can help them. Which is fantastic. But, knowing our luck, we'll probably have to fight her something, so we'll heal up first. And Bloody Storm should wipe you out. And a reminder, you can start to buy, I think you can buy the items that let you ignore battles. So if you want to ignore everything, you certainly could. You get more than enough, you know, money items from fighting things where as long as you're not making too many purchases, you could buy those. Especially if you're not doing seal threads, because, you know, 100 steps gets you a good ways. I don't think there's anything. Oh, there we go. Plain doll. Oh, let's save. And what you got for me? Hello there. My name is Alice. You're here to bring me my package? Who has handed over the delivery package to Alice? It's finally here. I've been waiting for this. Thanks, you've really helped me out. Huh? About the puppets? That reminds me, you're that human child that made it into the newspaper. So you say. Unfortunately, I don't have any information either. I'm so sorry I'm not able to help you out. Alright, Fuya. You must be really tired after coming all this way out here, right? Since we'll be heading out back on the same road, you should rest here for a little bit. Ah, shoot, I thought I fought her. I was mistaken. That's right, you don't fight her right now. Your puppets look well rested. Oh yes, I just remembered. The puppets are moving by means of a magical power. There's a place called the Scarlet Devil Mansion with a magician there that may be related to this incident. How about going there? There's also a vampire there, so try not to get eaten. Yes, I'm sorry, Mima. You're right, I should have just came here first. All the puppets use magical power as fuel. The mansion and the library of the Scarlet Devil Mansion might be involved. After heading north in Route 5, the Scarlet Devil Mansion should be by the side of the Misty Lake. There's also a vampire there, don't get eaten. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Alice is a master of puppets. Or dolls in this case. Which are different than the puppets in this incident, so that's why everyone's like, wait. See, there are lots of dolls. You can go back to sleep. So. Alright, but Alice, sorry to bother you. So let's head down here. Now, we could just walk straight back since we delivered the package, but there's so many other things to explore here. Gotcha! Fairy Chiori would like to battle. Alright, Luna. I'm sorry. You will not enjoy this, but it will be over quickly. No opening? You saw mine? That sucks. Yeah, you weren't exactly the sneakiest son of a gun. Akigyo Dango, I believe is the 50 HP healing item. Also very nice. This way. Yeah, that's right. This is a separate area that you can walk into. That doesn't have anything else, but it does have an obsidian hairpin, which is this one I do remember. That's the dark one. Also not worth investing in yet, but it's pretty cool. Especially if you have a dark-centered puppet that you want to boost their dark type skills. Yeah, the hairpins are nice for if you're super hyper-focused, which obviously has its own set of disadvantages, but or if you know you're going to be going through an area like here where everything is more or less one weakness. Otherwise, usually the blue earrings or the red rings just better in general because that just boosts, I think it's like a 10% boost to damage instead of like a 20%. Surprised that you can stand the miasma here. Are you aiming to become a yokai? Yeah, that was never mentioned, but the forest magic is known for having a really deep, mist miasma that, is poisonous to most humans. So, that is why I said that. This is a little war bomb for the time being. Also, Marissa does live in the Forest of Magic. Maybe we'll encounter her. Or maybe not. However, we will encounter. Will you too be a friend of fairies? I'm already a friend of fairies. Fairy Coco would like to battle. I'm a friend of fairies, but not of your puppets. So good night. Alright, so Mima's almost back on track with where she needs to be in terms of experience. I want those four to be on the same level as much as I can. Since these girls only need one rest after getting beat, aren't they basically fairies? It's true, you beat a fairy and then they respawn after a little while with minimal or no memory of the previous encounter. And then they go about their usual pranking, mysterious nature stuffs. Okay. I think there's any items in these. Never hurts to check. What is the item here? Antidote charm. You guessed that it's related to getting rid of poison? Congratulations. You'd be correct. That's right, I checked these. And zooming on here. Now this one blocked off. There is actually a way to get to the other side if you have the ability to swim on that river we saw earlier. Which of course we currently do not. Got for me. Eureka! Gary Pino would like to battle. What's your Eureka moment? Ooh. Using a different fairy. How fascinating. However, you are still... You're void, so you still have unfortunate dark weakness. So Mima roll tides you. Swap in, well, maybe I shouldn't because right now he's got no good damage dealing. Hiji, I was like, I should get her in for some experience, but nah. Now I've lost my train of thought. My bad. Okay, yeah. Not too much of the forest left to go. Again, you could hop on the water and go either direction, and there might be treasure in either direction. Cool stuff. Almost back to where the paths kind of meet up again. So that'll be nice. Again, don't worry. I'm going to want these levels as I'm continuing along. Item down here somewhere, I think. Over here. Look, the river meets up, comes almost like a little mini lake, and continues on downwards. Nothing else down here, unfortunately. Go, Mima. And she's almost out of SP already. This is where the blue earrings come in handy, because she's not type boosted with the dark type ability, so obviously if you're the same typing as your ability, then it gets a nice solid boost. It's good to, them getting at least a small boost with the earring on. Can't believe I managed to catch Alice too. She's somewhat rare. She's not super rare like Hijiri is, but she's a good one to find. Keep getting mistaken for a puppet. How rude. Watch my thread handling skills. I'm tangled up now. Yeah, Alice is pretty fun with substitution. She's not super tanky, but she's got, she's got her moments. Hello there. Look, it's my intelligent fairy puppet. Those words probably shouldn't be in the same sentence. Fairy tale. Yes, I feel like the developer said that as a reference. There's a lot of little small things dunked in here, you know. Little Easter egg names or whatnot. Or maybe they just really want to call them tail. I don't know. Alright, so almost so 24 with Aya. Even though puppets are always learning techniques, I forgot. Almost there. Now, one thing to note, they said you should be going to the Scarlet Devil Mansion, but when we went and did some investigation, if you remember, there was actually a... Oh, by the way, it's somewhat obvious that there might be something there. But if you remember, there was something blocking the way. Now, it's hard to say whether Clorinda will have the ability to, you know, break through there, or give us something to break through there, or let our puppets break through. We'll have to see about that. Also, there is nothing there. Close the trap. Like this. Okay, I think there's only one mushroom. The other part of the forest does have one or two of them. Ooh, I got a new skill that I will not be able to take a look at yet. Wait till I get out of the forest. Especially since Mima may actually level up pretty quickly too. And this part's going to be Mima focused, and we're going to let Hiji have her day in the limelight soon enough. Might force one more fight if I'm that close to getting a level. Before I get out of the forest, that way I can just start out Touch 24 with the new ability. There we go. Okay, so no forcing fights needed. I am ready to just hop the barrier and go about my merry way. Look at that, puts us so close to the entrance. It makes for a nice little loop, and you saw we got a lot of cool stuff, like the emerald hairpin, which is for nature types. She's got infinite sweets. So, I'm going to go in and let's take a look at some abilities. Also, look how much PP we have now. So we can effectively just max her out without any issue. And a couple points in. Let's take a look at skills. She has Soul Eater. 10% chance to raise all the user stats. Now, that's actually not better than Bloody Storm. So, really, it's okay, but unless you have a good way to guarantee it, it's not worth it. Also, ability change, now we have plenty. Still not worth, so Curse Return for status skill rejection is super nice. You already maxed out, let's see what we got. Yes! So this is one of the absolute best skills in the game, and is Aya's probably best skill in general. So goodbye Feather Shot, I will miss you a lot. But hello, best skill in the game. Now, right now, it may not be the best skill. We'll touch on why it's so good right in a second. I'm going to go through the rest of them, she doesn't matter. You can probably max out. Oh, you are maxed out already. You got Light Javelin. Also a crit skill for this point in the game for her. Wait, she's physical? Yeah, she's physical, so that's better than Angel Ladder. Because that just does 20% chance to confuse the foe. Angel Ladder has 20% chance to load accuracy, and it's a chance to miss, so it's already better in multiple ways. Fire Snake Spiral. That's a fun one. Getting a good fire skill is always useful. And Shadow Rush kinda A- is the same. Actually, let's back up. I think I can finish maxing you out. There we go. And give you a few damage boost points for later on. Pokerol is maxed. We're maxed. We're maxed. Everyone's maxed. Okay, cool. Let me go back to Aya. Twister. I'm actually going to swap that right to here because it's going to be my long-term main skill throughout the entire game. So the power is low. Every hit figure it's going to be 25 power, so a base 50 guarantee. Could be up to a base 125 if you get good luck. We may or may not have a way later to guarantee 5 hits, so you will see about that later on in the game. And may or may not be one of the reasons why she is absolutely freaking nuts. But for now, we're going to save things here. We've been going for long enough. We'll talk to Rinnouske next time and see what he has to say. But for now, thank you so very, very much for watching, friends. I had a ton of fun here today, and I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did. So, until next time, you all take care, and I will look forward to seeing you again on the next adventure.